Hi everyone, I wanted to talk today about rounded shoulders. So often, I actually like to start with, have you ever noticed a baby when they're sitting for the first time? They have the most beautiful posture. They sit up beautifully straight, and then I do know what happens, but from there we seem to go downhill in our posture and we tend to get a bit of a rounded shape. It's to do with the bags we carry at school, writing at a desk, start writing, you're leaning over your work, your chin goes forward, and that all leads to a more rounded upper back. And therefore, these pec muscles start shortening and your muscles at the back start lengthening. Also, depending on what sport you play, how much sport you play as a kid, can also cause you to have rounded shoulders. And then as adults, most of us are sitting at desks during the day, typing, all of that. We just tend to be more hunched around, which is really bad, not only for our posture, but it affects breathing as well, because you can't take as deep a breath in and out if you are hunched over. So what to do about this? Well, come to Pilates, but also we want to stretch these pec muscles. So a way to do it is to find a corner of a wall, perhaps at home, and you'll put your forearm against that wall, sort of get a 90-degree angle in your arm, walk as close towards the wall as you can, and then the same leg goes forward on the diagonal, and that creates quite a nice stretch. And you can hold that position for at least 30 seconds and do it, if you have time, do it a few times a day, or if not, if you can do it, try and do it once a day, that would be great. And then obviously you swap around and do the same thing on the other side. So that's to stretch. And then also we have to strengthen these back muscles. So again, it's just a body awareness is where it starts. So being aware of where your shoulders are sitting in space. Often it actually helps to look in the mirror and see what your body is doing. Is your one shoulder higher than the other? And then just trying to get it as even as possible and trying to relax your shoulders and get your shoulder blades sitting on the back of your rib cage. So often people try and pull their shoulders down, which is actually also not great, because then your shoulders tend to get a downward movement here. Or a lot of us, without even realizing it, if we tense or if we're trying to do an exercise and we're trying to get extra strength, we tend to lift our shoulders up towards our ears. So I'd say body awareness is the biggest starting point, and from there to stretch out your pecs, strengthen the back muscles, which we do a lot in Pilates with back extension exercises. One that you can do is either sitting on a chair or sitting on the floor, and you sit up as straight as you can. So imagine a wall is behind you, so the back of your head is pushing into that wall. You want your chin to be parallel to the floor, the back of your shoulders are pushing into the wall, and the back of your pelvis is pushing into the wall. And from there, you're going to hinge your hips forward so your back still stays straight. So you're just hinging it. There's no articulation in that spine. And then place your arms above your head and try and pulse your arms back, leading with your thumbs without moving your spine or your neck. So you pulse backwards, and you'll find it can be quite tight in the beginning, but the more you do it, the better it'll get, and you'll actually work into that upper back and shoulders, which is the area we need to target to counteract the rounded shoulders. Please check out our free body check quiz. The link is in the description.